It all begins with feeling the ache. You know, we all have this ache, this longing, this hunger for something. In the words of the prophet Bruce Springsteen, everybody's got a hungry heart. But what do we do with that hunger? I was raised in a Catholic home in the 70s and 80s, went to Catholic schools, but the basic message was what I call a starvation diet message. Your desires are bad, they're only going to get you in trouble, you need to repress all that, but follow all these rules and you'll be a good upstanding Christian citizen. Tried that, then two things debuted in my life in 1981 that made that really hard, MTV and puberty. And both were just screaming at me a very different message, just do it, just do it. Which one looks more attractive? I became a convert from the starvation diet approach to what I call the fast food approach, which is the culture's promise of immediate gratification for those hungers. But if you, like me, eat a lot of fast food, what's going to happen to you? You're not going to feel so well. So this puts me into my college years. I'm not feeling well. I had been using people. I had been indulging my desires whenever I wanted, and it was wreaking havoc in my life. One night in a college dorm in 1988, I had the tragic experience of witnessing a date rape. And this experience haunted me. And it compelled me to ask some very, very big questions. And the main question I was asking, the main question I was really wrestling with was, what is it about us as human beings that can lead us to treat other human beings as mere objects for our selfish pleasure? You know, I wasn't guilty of date rape myself, but I had to hold the mirror up to myself and say, am I much better in the way I think, in the way I fantasize, when I'm looking at porn, when I'm with a girl and my girlfriend in bed? You know, am I much better than this guy I witnessed do this horrible thing? And the stunning, painful realization was, I got these attitudes in me, and I'm living from them, and this is what's wreaking havoc in my life. It sent me on a journey. I wanted answers. Why do I have this hunger, and what am I supposed to do with it? And I eventually discovered something by a crazy Polish guy named Pope John Paul II called the Theology of the Body. And this was a collection of 129 talks that he delivered between 1979 and 1984 on the meaning of this ache. And he told me it had a name. He says, that ache you feel is called eros. And I learned that this ache is meant to be like the fuel of a rocket that has the power to launch us to the stars. But the problem, to go with this image, is that our rocket engines have become inverted. And when we go out into the world with inverted rocket engines, so to speak, we're looking for love, we're looking for joy, we're looking for happiness, we're looking for fun, we're just looking to have a good life, right? But things backfire on us when the rocket engines are inverted. And I was witnessing this backfiring, and I was experiencing it in my own life. And what I was learning in this theology of the body is that there is a way to redirect our rocket engines to the stars. We don't have to reject the rocket in a stoic, puritanical approach. We don't have to condemn ourselves to inverted living where we're using one another rather than loving one another. There's a journey we can go on that can redirect our rocket engines so we can launch and find the joy we're looking for, find the love we're looking for, find the freedom we long for.